Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. Or perhaps you are listening to the Open Hearth All-In podcast feed where they take all the actual plays and string it into an audio format. We're playing over Zoom, so there are visual elements to this game. I'll do my best to describe them. We are full on into the last fourth of a quarterly miniseries here on Star Wars Saturdays of swoop gangs that we've set on a planet called Ashmorai. Ashmorai is a made-up planet because it's Star Wars, so people just make up planets. We're certainly not going to set it on Tatooine. That's been done enough, friends. Quite enough. Thank you very much. Ashmorai is a planet we made up to exist within the Tapani sector and oh wait, Tapani Day is that passed, right, Mark? I think you'd said that it
I
was
think it's
coming up, and
Monday,
I think
right? Let's see.
yeah, oh Shay Tapani,
Yeah,
man.
Tapani Day is on Monday. No, it was this past Monday. That's right.
It was, yeah, 6 more days till Tapani Day. So Tapani Day happened. You're like, what does that even mean? Doesn't mean a whole lot. It's all made up stuff. But we are playing in the Tapani sector, which is this thing from West End Games from the 90s that is a made up section that has not been exactly acknowledged in official Star Wars canon, where they have noble houses and the Empire's still there, even though we're playing after Emperor Palpatine fell down a chasm in a Death Star that blew up and obviously will never return. Somehow he would never return. And in this, Ashmorai exists officially in the House Calypsa, but so close to House Massetti that House Massetti has occasionally claimed it, and there's a Cold War with the Empire Imperials as the peacekeepers here during the Cold War over the planet of Ashmorai. In our last session, we took last week off, and in our last session, the folks were imprisoned in a black site and escaped and rode off into the sunset question mark. We'll deal with that as we pick things up because I'm going to do a little bit of that scene changing I'm excited about. But Undesh is not able to join us. There's some more holiday stuff going on for Undesh, so it will be a full crew nonetheless. Not the full crew, not the most fulsome of full crews, but a pretty full crew nonetheless. Let's start from the right-hand side of the character keeper, heading towards the left, and have folks introduce themselves and their character. So, Kay, if you could introduce yourself, tell us about your character.
That is wild that this is happening in this way. Hi, I'm Kay. I use the she and they pronouns, and I am playing Techie, our sort of text expert, the only one who managed to stay out of prison. He has never been convicted. He is living the best life, even though he has a million outstanding warrants. He did some yoga, had some thoughts about it, and managed to do some blackmailing to find out exactly where our friendos were so that once they busted themselves out, we had a ride ready to go. And yeah, he dealt with some self-doubt last session and a lot of Karkin feelings.
All the feels.
All feels.
Let's move to the left, which means Mark, if you could introduce yourself, tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm Mark, he and them, and I'm playing Crash, our Rhodian prospect who helped the jailbreak last time by learning some hacking that from Techie apparently was dabbling with, and yeah, got some droids reprogrammed, had them help us out, and there was some shooting and exploding, and it was great.
Awesome. Next up is Greg.
Hey, I'm Greg, he, him, playing Styx, she, her. Don't have my background today. Um, Styx is our sergeant at arms. On the prison break, I think she got pretty beat up, um, but has made it out. Sort of the ready to throw down and probably beat up some Imperials for all of this inconvenience and putting her in jail.
And last but not least is our buddy Steven.
Hi, my name is Steven. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Wump the Wookiee, whose pronouns are also he, him. Um, and Wump kind of also got messed up in prison. He was, treated kind of poorly, had to carry extra weight and that kind of stuff. Rich, should we increase our outstanding warrants? Do they know about us escaping, right?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, and you certainly should. Please, everybody, add one towards, except for Techie.
Yeah. So we got to lay low for a little while.
You do need to change things up. So, some time is going to pass between last session and now, and we have some decisions to make. My friends, let's start off with the first interesting decision to me. Um, After you escape the Imperial Black Site, uh, Wolf and Baroness share with you that Wolf realized things were getting hot with the shipping warehouse. And one of the reasons he has been gone lately is that he was scouting out a new cover business for the lot of you. It is a cantina. Now, speaking to the players, this does not have to be a permanent thing. So if you're like, I miss my shipping warehouse, we will find a way to get back there. I thought it'd be interesting, kind of like a mid-season TV show thing where they're like, oh crap, now they're in this new setup. That is what I'm going for. And also, it gives me the ability to play with a different cover business. So the first question that I have for you as a group, we're going to look in our lovely map of Ashmorai and figure out where is this cantina. So I'm currently displaying over here is where the shipping warehouse is. Over here is where Cal's place is. This is the House Calypsa Castle. Here's, of course, the Starfall Drive stuff. And we know that there is the row, kind of the red light district, the old monastery, and we know this is the Massetti area. Here's the bridge and the dam, the bridge. This is a gladiatorial arena, so I imagine this is a little touristy. This is a cantina that comes with problems. But I am curious, is there a particular area within Ashmorai that folks might be interested in? I know you can't point on this, so I apologize. I can stop sharing and we could talk view a different way. Dang, maybe if I put it in a Google drawing, then people could like have access to the Google drawing and point at stuff. Would that be better? I think that's better, maybe. Maybe? Let's find out. Although, if we also use the map that's in our Google Sheets, Rich obviously did not think about this well enough. If we use the Google Sheets, we have our like directory system. So let's just try that. Now that I've shown the big stuff. So thoughts around where this cantina is located. And if you don't care, just say, I don't care wherever you want, Rich. And that's okay. I just wanted to give you guys like a little map talk and I wanted to give you the opportunity if there were things that intrigued you.
So in the map, we have that section that we had called the slums.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the middle of the slums, in between like the monastery and the gladiatorial arena, there's like these colored rooftops that are reminiscent of the, bar section that we had up above. We had that series of bars that are right above the monastery.
Yes,
And there's kind of a mimic of that in the middle of the slums. So it could be a bar in the slums.
that sounds fun. So a bar in the slums. Oh, so this gladiatorial arena. Are we saying that the slums are near the
Oh,
gladiatorial arena?
no, the slums are over on the right. And maybe I'm
Okay.
talking about the junkyard.
Talk about, yeah, I think the junkyard stuff. Yeah, yeah. One of these areas you're talking about somewhere in this area?
Over on the
Cool.
right, like very close to the edge, there's those three buildings that is like red, blue, red.
Yeah. I see what you're talking about. And if we code this by our map area, it would be
Uh,
in like section 6, 5, 4, 3, somewhere around there.
yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Other thoughts? That's an interesting recommendation in the slums there, not far from the monastery, not too far from a lot of the stuff that we had established from a setting basis. So I like that too.
The only spot that also stood out to me, and you called out sort of the plaza by it, at 2-3 by 5-2. There's that open area on the sort of southwest side
Here?
Ooh.
um, of the lake, southwest of the lake. There's like an open plaza, and there's sort of a little crescent shape.
Yeah, I
Uh,
see what you're talking about.
yeah, the
Talking about this
yeah,
crescent shape here.
no, no, just north of that, there's yeah, right
Yeah.
there, yeah, right there. That's like a little. I don't know. I see it as like a plaza where people could. It's more of like a cafe, maybe. So maybe not a
Mm-hmm.
cantina.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like that because it's a lot further away than, the slums are from all the cops.
Right.
Interesting. Kay, Mark, do either of you want to throw in some thoughts, opinions?
Feel pretty solid. Like I think these are good ideas. I like the colorful adjacency. I think that makes it a little more fun. Uh, Techie does not care. Don't make him talk to people.
Job one, talk to people. Excellent. Okay. I think the idea of hey, let's get away from a lot of the trouble. I did like the slum area, but I do think having a different section of the city to explore for however long we're in the cantina is pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna unhide a tab and we're gonna talk through a few things with that. So I've unhidden cantina. There are three kind of layouts for cantinas that I've uploaded here. I'm cool with any of them. None of them exactly fit in what we defined this slightly, but we could squint and say this one I think maybe doesn't work the most because it was a spaceship. So I think I'll just hide that one. We won't worry about that. But this is an interesting little layout that has a stage space, not a whole lot of actual, like it's not a dining establishment. It almost looks like one of those venues that is a bar but does a lot of live show stuff. And then this one's more of our standard cantina that you would expect from Star Wars. We have a few bars. You have a large bar here in the middle, a bunch of hideaway booths and the like.
I
Um,
I will
yeah,
say that don't we part of our the Ashes conceal wreckage from an ancient Mandalorian war. What if this is a crashed ship? It's just been built on top of.
sure. See, this is what I have to do. I need to come out and say, here are options. I'm going to go ahead and say this option doesn't work. So you can tell me how it works. This is creativity. I love it. Are folks interested in the original? This was called the Blast Off Bar. The actual floor plans I stole it from, so I'll not call it that, but the Blast Off Bar version, is that what we want to go with?
Hell yeah. It looks like it's got a place for me to hide.
And I like the idea of bringing back some of the initial world building that we did
Mm-hmm.
and exploring maybe some of the Mandalorian stuff. That sounds good.
And it's on the edge, right? This could be like one of the ones that got covered up really soon after the place got built out.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so your swoop, your cantina. was a ship. It is in no way, shape, or form able to take off. We're not doing the skeleton crew of like, oh, and now it takes off. This is a broken ship. You can set up a project to fix it. I'm not saying you can't fix it. I'm saying it is not a thing where you put a who's it's in the what's it's and it flies away. Among your regulars, there are a few who stand out. Choose four from the list below. Each of you get to choose one. We'll start with Crash because you're the lowest on the totem pole. Who of our regulars are you interested in?
I Ashra Khan, the smuggler, looks good.
All right, so Azra Khan, the female smuggler who sets up jobs with clients here, she's on the rise. You'll notice that Azra Khan does not have species. So, do you have a species you would like Azra Khan to be?
Hmm. I think straight up human's gonna be fine.
Works for me. I like it. Okay. Let's continue um on. I don't know how we do the chain between an enforcer and a. So we'll just say Sticks. Who is the next regular you are interested in for this bar?
Sorry, you don't see how we do the what?
I I I, I say Crash first because Crash is lowest on the totem pole, and then I got
Oh,
to the point of like, how do I know who's next on totem
who's
pole,
next on the
secretary,
totem
or
pole? Oh,
yeah?
yeah.
So that's I
Um,
mumbled. I made very little sense.
um, oh, I'm torn between the last two. So we have Ula Keth, a female Twi'lek spice courier who knows the cantina is discreet about shipments and could tie us back to be like our connection back to the shipping warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also love Derek Vol, a bounty hunter who owes us a huge favor. Um,
If
and
it helps
potentially
you, I was looking at Derek.
you were also looking at Derek.
Yeah, Derek was one of the options I was looking at, so
Okay.
that can helps you. Yeah.
Uh,
So you're going with Ula? Go ahead and check it.
yeah, and I think Ula knows, it's an open secret, I guess, that we're the still same crew that was running. Um, and it is still trying to get us to do her spice shipments.
Nice. Well then we'll just jump over to Techie since we have a hint to where you're headed. But you can swerve. You could have been fibbing.
No, 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 Fibbin. I like Derek Val. I think that's fun having a bounty hunter who owes the gang a huge favor. I think Techie managed to slice some things Derek's way so that he avoided a very uncomfortable situation.
Sweet. What species is Derek with two Ks?
Huh? Hmm. I'm gonna say either human or Chiss.
Mm. Man, Chiss would hate this place. I'm just saying, like, Chiss are from this frozen planet, and Chiss in a volcanic area. Hilarious to me. Love it. It could totally be human or Chiss. We'll leave it for a moment. We'll mark Derek, and then Steven for Wump. Who did you want to choose as the last regular?
I like Janeri Voss, a Chiss explorer trying to gather
See, we got our
funding.
Chiss. All right.
Yeah. Um, and it says they're trying to chart new routes in the Calypso run. I think they're looking for Mandalorian remnants here. That's why they especially like this bar.
Great. Okay. We'll snake order this. Now you have problems. The cantina was bought for a song because it came with some serious problems. Uh, Greg, you might be thinking to yourself, where did this come from? It came from this morning. I made these this morning. So, Stephen, what is one of our three big problems with the cantina?
Give me a second to look through.
Oh, I'll just so the bar's back alley is claimed by a small group of unhoused locals who refuse to move. Local swoop racers use the cantina as their hangout. Swoop racers, just to be clear, not swoop gangers, right? Swoop racers. The bar suppliers discovered you bought the place and immediately hiked the prices. Therefore, your expenses are double. The bar's sonic dampeners are broken. Neighbors complain. Officers take notice. The canteen. Oh, also to put a finer point on sonic dampeners, there is housing here, right? Like you can live in this, but it will be worse. The cantina hosts a weekly sabacc tournament run by a hut. JXL1 Jixel, the droid bartender who's built into the bar, is malfunctioning, has been quietly stealing credits. There's a hidden basement room sealed with industrial welds. That works pretty well for a spaceship cantina. Cantina's liquor license is hung together with lies and a dead man's signature. A pack of feral miners, union bruisers, uses the cantina to settle grudges.
I'm going to select the Cantina hosts a weekly sabacc tournament run by a hut.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. Love it. Fantastic. Then let's who wants to pick next? Because there's two left and three of you. So I'll go
I was
with
gonna
who's the
pick that
most
one,
eager.
so you guys go.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Mark?
No, I was gonna pick that one, so y'all can get the other ones.
Oh, okay. Greg or Kay. You each get a choice.
I feel like a pack of feral miners union bruisers use the cantina to settle grudges. Since we're out on the fringes of the ash plains where people go out to grab equipment and bring it back to be sold as scrap, that the idea of a bunch of, you know, uh hard people come in here and use the space to settle grudges. Maybe like this is, we just took over the place, right? Like
Hmm.
this has been going on for a while. They resent us a little bit because we don't want them doing that.
Fair. All
I'm gonna
right.
go with there's a hidden basement room sealed with industrial welds. What is behind it?
What is in there? Who even knows?
Techie
It
wants a
matters now.
layer. Techie wants a layer.
Oh man. Okay, cool. Those are our problems. The beginning of a game, your atmosphere is at +1 because you do not take the atmosphere 0. Uh, and beginning of first session, time passes, check an expense box. You don't have to double up because you didn't choose that one. And you'll need to so we'll let Mark roll this one. Crash, you get to be the person to roll. You're going to be to I'm sorry, you words. You need to roll your current atmosphere, one die, against a simple difficulty. One success needed. If your roll succeeds, you get to add a profit and choose one. On a failed roll, the cantina is in trouble. One of these problems will be coming to bear. So you're just looking for a 4, 5, or 6 on a single die.
A single one. Well, there's two of them. Why did it roll two? We draw one. Yeah, boom. There we go. Six again.
Hey, that is wonderful. Both those were a success on the earlier one too. Or some text, 6 and 4. Great roll, man. You are. I hope you haven't burned up your good rolls because that's a good news thing. So you
Yeah.
get to choose one new. You add a profit, so we'll do that. And choose one of these little complications, or and I didn't modify this, but or you can choose that one of the problems is something you guys are trying to deal with. These problems in the purple area are created to be solved. They're not forever problems, right?
I'm sorry. Are we choosing one of the check
Yeah,
problems?
up to you. Up to you. If your roll succeeds, you add one profit. You choose one of them from the option for bar, back, bus, and tend, or you can choose one of the problems is a central focus. And I realize that is confusing, so I'll touch up that.
Yeah. I like the Cantina smack tournament.
All right, sabacc
Yeah.
tournament. Awesome. So you guys have been here for a brief period of time, enough to know the layout of the place, to understand how she works, and maybe you've gotten rid of one or two of the employees who weren't working out. But you have found out that the hut who runs a weekly sabacc tournament that is coming up in just a few hours. And I am curious, Techie, what rumors have you heard about the clientele who come to this sabacc tournament? Uh, are they well-to-do people who are here slumming it? Are they members of different criminal organizations who use this to swap stories and intel? Or are they a bunch of this week? Or have you heard? Because it's a rumor. Have you heard? Are they a bunch of posers? What have you heard about the clientele who participate in this big sabacc tournament?
Yeah, I think he's heard that it is well-to-do people, but it is also a front for the exchange of like illegal antiquities.
Ooh, interesting.
So are people like throwing the game on purpose?
Possibly, I think the hut runs an antiquities ring, and the sabacc tournament is sort of how certain things maybe transition between people, or perhaps money is handed over via things like that.
I like that. That's cool. Sticks. Um, so we know that the sabacc tournament is coming up in just a few hours. What work have you done to lay the groundwork for understanding what's in this hidden basement room? Although, like basement, I guess it's in the ship, right? So it's part of the hold, maybe.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to looking through some NPCs here. So, there should be a new one or one of our old ones. Oh, whatever new ones. Ezra Khan. Styx has been, on the side when Ezra comes in, um, trying to get some information from her about where we could obtain a deck scanner that they would use. Like, I think it's in the New Hope that they bring in the big box to scan the Millennium Falcon. She's looking for a deck scanner to like X-ray the floor, to try to figure out how we can get in there. Because we don't want to open it up. There's a lot of instability in these older ships. Um, and so far Ezra's been kind of playing coy and trying to get more out of Styx than Styx is willing to give up.
So has Styx given up at this point coming into this? Has Styx admitted this is for this area?
That no, I think Ezra is trying to dig in and trying to figure out why does a cantina need a deck scanner?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she could probably
Good.
put two and two together, but Styx isn't, being very forthcoming about it.
Excellent. Excellent. Crash, um, have you told Pilono where you guys are?
Oh yeah,
Has she shown up and started hanging around?
I think so. Yeah, immediately.
Feels good. Uh,
Yeah.
that 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 cracks. I just want to make sure. Good stuff. Good. 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 And then Wump, kind of noticeable. And there are warrants out for your arrest. How are you handling that?
Lump's been drinking more than he normally does. I think he's kind of slumped in the, back of the cantina, one of the tables until he's working obviously as a bouncer, but he's like in one of the corner tables next to the door, and he'll keep an eye on things, make sure nothing goes bad. But they don't like, you know, most of the troublemakers don't like the idea of a drunk Wookiee coming after them. But he's miserable.
Miserable.
If you recall, like before we got caught, I was like having to submarine in and out and wet, and then I went to jail and they treated me worse. And then I got out and I'm stuck in this cantina. Yeah, not happy.
Nice. Nice. Cool. So let's pick up with Sticks. You are chatting with Ozra. Does anyone want to find me a pick for Ozra? It's okay if not, if no one has time or inclination, I can work on that soon. But you're at a table near Wump, who's being miserable. Okay, think. So you are able to eavesdrop on this Wump. Ozra, she comes in and she smiles and has motioned like, "Hey, let's talk over here." I assume you follow Sticks, and she says, "You're gonna owe me big. I have exactly what you need." Well, I don't have what you need, but I know what you need is, and I got a line on it.
Tell me more.
Deck scanners. That's an Imperial thing. And I did a little
Mhm.
bit of research. Starport has a few of them. One's out of circulation. Probably needs some repair, but I think we can liberate it.
Hmm. Who else knows about this?
Well, of course, the person who I got the information off of knows since they let me know. I don't know if you know them. Bragg?
Do I know Bragg?
He's a stormtrooper in our. I'm highlighting him if you want to.
Oh, is Bragg one of the ones who was doing the false flag operation?
I think
Or
Case
no,
was
that was
Case.
Case.
Yeah, it was Case.
Okay. Uh, and how do you propose we get this?
Well, if you don't like this guy, Bragg, steal it. If you think you can work with him, you guys buy, bribe him for him to, let it fall off a truck kind of thing.
I wonder if we can borrow it and they won't even know it was good.
It's not
Might
like a
need a
thing you want to
smuggler
keep
for that.
around, right? Unless it is. Now, here's the thing, Sticks. What do you need it for?
We have certain other business interests, and obtaining a deck scanner, even momentarily, would be great, helpful for that.
So maybe if I knew a little bit more, it'd be easier for me to help you.
I need a deck scanner. It's that simple.
Okay. For this deck? Like here?
This is a cantina, Ezra. What are you talking about?
She reaches up and runs her hands around the like slightly smoothed out hull. We both know this is an ancient starship. Come
Yeah,
on.
ancient, thoroughly picked over. Look at, and she gestures to some of like the union miners who
Oh
are
yeah,
like
they probably have
starting to,
like some stuff up, kind of like
yeah.
like a an Applebee's or a Chili's. They have so signage up for the local stuff there.
It points. We have stinky wet Wookiees. We have like everybody has picked over this place years ago, Ezra. There's nothing left.
So you don't need the deck scanner for this place.
No, but we'll need to
I
store it here for safekeeping.
I want to see if she buys your
Yeah,
line.
yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna call
I'm
it
probably
hard. Tension's not
yeah.
involved. She's not gonna like throw down on
No,
you.
I'm trying to be cool. Maybe not so
Yeah, for
well.
sure.
Um, jaw be five. Um, I have enough to buy an expertise, but I don't think there's any that would really help here. Like just lying is not. Yeah, I don't want to extort her, so all right. I'll do five.
Okay.
And that's three, right?
Yeah, you need three successes.
Okay.
Well, that looks like success.
Yeah.
And tension didn't
Oh,
matter because you rolled no ones whatsoever.
I'm gonna change my name from my randomly generated seed. Right, here we go.
Did we lose? Oh,
Come back, Mark. Oh, okay. Has to open door out.
oh, I didn't see the note.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Crashes the lay even lower.
No worries. No worries. She narrows her eyes. Okay. Well,
So if they're gonna transport it here, I just need to know its route. From where it's coming from. It's coming from the starport. It's going somewhere to get repaired.
yeah, that I'm less inclined. I'm less interested now. I really thought I had a line on something cool, and now I'm just doing work for you. I, you know, I'll see what I could do, but it's not high on my priority list.
Would money make it higher on your priority list?
Yes, information or credits, those always bump things up.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll see what I can find out.
So we didn't pick the robot bartender. Is Womp our bartender? Who's our bartender?
I'm fine being the bartender. Um, I'm surly and I have a heavy pour.
I'll see what I can do about Womp getting you some extra drinks. That's not the payment. It's the cherry on top. It's the, I don't know, it's the Star Wars cherry on top equivalent. Um, we'll deal sweetener. Put it higher on your priority list.
Okay. Think you could get me into this game tonight?
Ooh,
I really can't high roll but maybe I could. Surely you need a server or someone to keep the books, or I don't know. Can I be in the room? That's really all I want.
You just want to be in the room or you want to play?
Oh, I couldn't possibly roll with these guys. I couldn't last one hand. In one race and I would be out. But if I could get an eye on some of the antiquities that are being passed back and forth, it might get me some, you know, point me
I
in
don't
the
know what you're
right
talking about. It's a
directions.
sabacc game.
Come on. Sure it is. Run by a hut. Just so we're clear, Sticks. I've been here and you just came. I know all about the game. Okay? It's an open secret.
A lot of open secrets.
Yeah.
Styx is gonna lean over the bar and um, what is it? What's something Styx does at the bar that ticks Wump off? Just to get your attention, which is he gonna do it to piss you off.
I think there's some um ingredients for drinks. And this is like the equivalent of a Star Wars cherry or maybe like one of those frogs or something like that. And you reach over and you spear one with like a toothpick or something. Like, get your
Oh,
hands off there.
I just keep eating the garnishes.
Yeah,
Okay,
garnish.
yeah. So Styx reaches over and grabs like a little fruit. It's the expensive garnish, one of the expensive drinks we're going to be serving tonight, and just starts eating it.
I think I growl and I walk over, lumber over, and I'm
Oh,
like,
Wump!
you
So
know,
glad you're here.
lean over and I'm like, keep your paws off the garnishes.
You know who'd be really good at keeping their paws off the garnish? Our friend Asra here. She's volunteered to be another hand in the kitchen tonight.
I have no experience, but I make up for it with a sparkling personality.
See, sparkling personality, exactly what we need in the kitchen.
I kind of look between the two of you and I'm like, I growl. What job are you going to be doing?
Bring in refreshments into whatever backhouse sabacc game might be happening tonight. Easy stuff. I promise I won't piss anyone off.
You've already pissed me off. Okay,
I
we'll
don't think
see.
I pissed you off. I think that's your default state, big guy.
Are you talking back?
Technically, yes, but I'll stop.
Maybe you better be more personable in front of customers.
I can take notes.
Good. Dress better. The clientele likes.
Oh, man. Okay. Sure. I can do that. No problem. She reaches up and pats your big shoulder. So I'm out. I gotta go change into something a little more appropriate, work appropriate. Well, and she
Ezra,
scoots out.
the root,
Yeah. What?
the root.
Oh, sure. Yeah, working on that too. Yep.
Okay,
On my to-do list. Not a problem.
Styx is gonna reach for another one of the garnishes.
And Wump grabs his hand his wrist as
Yeah.
he reaches for it. And he's like, you're cut off.
You're no fun, Wump. You used to be fun.
Excellent.
I think Styx grabs a data pad and is going to start reviewing the people who are coming in for the sabacc game.
Sweet. Um, among the people who are coming in to the sabacc game, I don't know. Like, would Do you guys have the list? Do you check them in? Is it that exclusive? That's interesting.
I,
Is that where you were headed
I
with
was just
that?
going with business to end the scene. That's what Sticks is going off to
Oh, okay.
do.
Just going business.
But
Okay, all good.
yeah,
Not
that's a good
opposed to
question
me.
for Techie.
Yeah, Techie, is this an exclusive list?
I think it I
Or
think it is exclusive list, but there's room for fluctuation at the right price or for the right information. You don't want someone there this week because you know both you and them are after the same thing, or if you've heard about this and you want to get in, but you've got, something juicy. Techie has certainly made it known that he's got his mitts involved in this and is willing to hustle and bustle and make deals, do things.
Okay.
It's like,
All
the
right.
people where when you show up to a club and they're like, ah, yes, you immediately get in. There's still a lot of people who like, you might get in, but depends on if the bouncer likes you or not.
Fair enough. The hut who runs this tournament is known as Bodum. They are they have tattoos and he's originally from an outer rim planet, came here with the game and uses it to move antiquities. Got a pretty cool pic of him that I will drop into our NPCs folder. Oh, cool. I see a pic for Asra is there. Thank you very much. That is good stuff. Where am I going to stick him? I guess I'm going to have to get creative. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Let's Bodum. Our
Where did you
hut.
put the hut?
Coming in right now.
Oh, okay.
I had to make space for it because I did not have enough columns. Sorry, I was mumbling to myself because my multitasking is poor. Yeah, about to drop him in right now. There we go.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that is a
Bodum.
good pick.
Thanks. Uh, as let's take a look at our map. Let's do a little bit of map fun. Where do we think this is taking place? In the rear cargo bay? In the med section area?
I mean,
The
I guess the question is
cockpit?
it like it's a tournament. So is there like the publicly facing like people come in and play,
Oh, it could be a thing where
and then
people
there's the
watch.
high table back room.
Hmm.
Is it like a small game, a very exclusive group?
What are we interested
Um,
in? In it being in like a VIP area or there's just a table within the tournament?
I like the idea that the main bar has like several of the common tables, but the back area, like in the midsection area, where I think you've drawn a table, that's where the high roller table is. So we have to kind of watch both and kick the rabble rousers out of the back, but then make sure that the I'm sorry, kick the rabble rousers out of the front, but make sure that the people in the back are satisfied,
I
happy and
like that.
comfortable.
Sweet. Oscar's got a little bit of cyberware, it looks like. I like that. That's interesting. Sweet. So let's fast forward to the sabacc game taking place. It is a tournament, so we have front room games with folks who come from the surrounding areas, and we have the backroom game. Ooh, thank you for giving me the full pick. That's a good pick. Where is Techie set up at this point?
Let's see. Where is Techie set up? Um, I think his computer setup is in the cockpit.
Interesting. So where is he when the game begins? Is that where he's at?
I think because, quick question, table 4 is where the high roller table is, right? Or I want to make sure I'm looking at the right place.
Yeah,
Sure,
I
I
table
think
think
that's
four
so.
right.
sounds great. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's say that's it. We're establishing that is true.
Yeah, so I think Techie is kind of in the back corner at that little table on the other side, and he's got like a like a little tablet set up, things like that. And it looks like he's just kind of monitor. Actually, ooh, hmm. How much control, or are we just hosting this sabacc game, do you think?
I think you're hosting it at this point. If you want control, you can start trying to assert some control, but yeah, I
Yeah.
think starting off there is no control
Yeah, no.
in your hand.
I think then you know what? Yeah, he's at the not the table 4 where the game is currently going on, but perhaps he's talking to the hut kind of adjacently at that table on one of the tables on the other side. And he's just mentioning that, he spent some time running some games here or there. He knows how to be a good dealer, so to speak.
Interesting. And I think um, there are a few local dealers for the sabacc tournament, but Bodum. Ooh, let me ask you this question. Wump, is Bodum the dealer, or does Bodum bring a dealer?
Bodum brings a dealer. I think what I have in mind, how you've established Bodum is he goes from location to location, and this is a. I'm sorry, is this weekly?
Yeah,
You said this is.
it's a weekly game. Yeah,
Yeah, so I think that he's got several different places that he goes and runs these games. He's the boss. So he brings along his employees from time to time, and this time he's brought a dealer.
cool. Techie, when Asra made a pass at you earlier this week, how did you handle that?
Ooh, well, I guess follow-up question. Like how was the demeanor or behavior, or how was it done?
It sounds like Techie isn't out with the crowds, but trying to hide away in the back most of the time.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
So I think Azra stumbled in there, pretended that she was looking for the restroom, and kind of discovered you, and then complimented you once or twice to feel like a conversation that might have happened.
I think so. And I think the first time it definitely just completely goes over Techie's head. Like doesn't even realize that that is what is going on.
He
Uh
doesn't clock it.
he does I don't think he clocks it. I think he doesn't clock it. And then the second time me Polono is at the table with him and Polono's like they're hitting on you. And Techie like yeah, Techie's one of those people that so quick interlude. We were doing promotion for a different game this weekend, and there were these little pins that you could get that were part of like the Kickstarter promotion that said, "If you're flirting with me, you have to tell me, or else I'm not like, like please tell me if you're flirting with me." I think Techie's one of those people. Like you need to be obvious, or else Techie just does not get it. He's a little socially inept, and so I don't think he picked up onto it until like right at the end, and wasn't necessarily non-receptive, but clearly a little flustered. Uh, Sober Techie does not human well, and it's questionable if intoxicated Techie does, or if he just makes choices.
Interesting. Interesting. I'm curious, Sticks, what do you think about Polono's and Techie? What do you think about Polona's perception of their relationship? Do you
Oh,
imagine that Polono thinks of Techie as a big brother or as something else?
I think Polono is constantly looking for a sort of mentor figure, um, and will sort of latch themselves onto anyone who's willing to teach them. Um, and uh, yeah, they're looking for a sort of a parent, a mentor, and
Why are they hanging
as
around Techie? Sorry, go ahead.
well, that's why they were hanging around the green drag
The crates, yeah.
the crate so much because we were all kind of taking Polono under our wing. Um, and so yeah, I think I think Polono looks up to Techie as sort of somebody who really has like a purpose, and a place within the gang. Even though she doesn't really realize that we're in a gang quite yet, maybe. Is that is that too complicated?
Oh, I think it's good.
Okay.
Doesn't realize you're in a gang yet. That's great. That is some classic clueless. Okay, cool. Um, so we'll jump into the game taking place. The tournament is happening. Techie, you see that Azra is here and serving people in this back room, which is a first because she doesn't work here, but seems to be working
I
here.
was gonna say, did anyone tell Techie like that this was happening? Did you tell him?
I think no. There's a lot going
Yeah,
I
on.
don't think there
This is
was
happening
then
time.
fast.
Yeah.
then Techie's gonna like immediately probably shoot. He's gonna yeah, he looks confused. But he's gonna like just like send a message over to or like yeah he's gonna send a message over to like Wump's computer and be like uh sends picture of Oscar like WTF.
Yeah, deal with it.
Techie
Um,
like pauses for a minute. Oh, go for it.
Oh, go.
so I have a thought, which is that so we normally have this dealer who comes in. Are we trying to fix this game a little bit? Because Styx could do some Dairy justice on the dealer and make them not able to come. Or do we want to let the game proceed as normal and we have other designs?
That's really a y'all call. I'm into wherever you want to go with this.
Um, I mean, Techie doesn't necessarily care one way or another. Techie is just like, I'm good with numbers, and part of this game stuff is numbers, and uh, I
I
don't
was just
necessarily.
thinking we could set Techie up as the dealer.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what Techie was trying to do. Like at the start, was trying to be like, hey, I could be the dealer. I could do that for you. You don't need to bring someone else. We got that service here.
I kind of like that.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with getting the dealer out then, because
Yeah.
we've already established it. So now I want to see you break it. Break it, break
Okay.
it, break it.
Wump is clearly in a bad mood. Um, I have a question for Steven.
Yeah.
How long do you think Wump has been involved in like the gang?
Oh, he's been here a while. Um, not, a founder, but he's been established.
Okay. So I think Techie's been around for a bit as well, maybe not as long as Wump. Uh, what is the gift that he sends you when you're in a bad mood? Like the cat like the cat gif, like the thing that you would send to Wump to be like, "Oh, sorry, you're having a bad day, buddy."
Um, I think it's basically hollow vids of like wrestlers. Um, and this is, usually it's like Gamorrean and Wookiees and that kind of stuff. And you send me the ones where the Wookiee wins, right? And I get excited about that. Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think you give that response and Techie just follows it up with a bunch of like Wookiee winning wrestling matches videos. Like, all right, he's
I love
clearly
that.
in a mood. Uh, this is how I respond to people. I'm not going to ask you what's wrong. I'm just going to send you these videos. Uh, and then he'll wave a hand over to Astra because she's being wait staff. Azra.
Oh, you're telling Gosra? I take. Oh, okay, sure. Isn't he like a bartender though? Okay. And then she'll take the vids over to you. Um, I need to get back though. You're good?
Oh, no, no, no. The vids he sent online, he was waving her over to like give a drink order.
Oh. Give a drink. Okay, cool. Yeah. So she jumps into that. For some reason, I thought I misunderstood. Sorry.
No, you're good. I wasn't entirely clear.
Let's deal with Sticks. Sticks trying to take out this
Yeah.
um dealer. You want to do it via Duracrete Justice? That is
I
fascinating to
mean, I
me.
want perks. I want to do it that way. You can tell me that I can't. That's fine.
I could, but I don't wanna. So we'll call it Duracrete Justice, which Duracrete Justice means you're gonna have to roll. Oh crap! It is I can't remember. It is gonna be Heart plus. Dang it! Let me grab the rules real quick. Look it up. 'Cause I will have forgotten already. Refresh. Regaining charge. Duracrete Justice Badass plus Heart. And we'll say that this is not a droid. It's got to be a person. You're handing out Duracrete Justice, and they're Slimo, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I figured they. I mean, they're a
they work for Hutt.
sabacc dealer. Yeah, they're not great people. Um, and I think Styx is gonna do her best to sort of try to avoid being seen. Just kind of do the old like wait for them to pass, come out of the alleyway, and hit them real hard in the back of the head with something.
Nice,
Um, but maybe if this doesn't go so well, this doesn't go so well. So it's badass and heart, right?
correct. And the
Okay.
way that it works, you roll Badass plus Heart, difficulty set by the GM. The amount of cards gain is equal to any one of the die results that you've just rolled, as long as you have a success. So we'll say that
Okay.
it is. This is not a person. This is a person who's involved in the life. So it is not simple, but I'll say that it's normal. They don't anticipate that you would roll up
Yeah.
on them because they work for Hut.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Not great. Not sing.
Wow, not one success. Wow, that's amazing. I am shocked by that. Yeah, I think what happens is Sticks, you go up in the alley, uh you pull off the thing, um, but then someone steps into the alley and fires a stun, like stuns you with a blaster,
Ooh,
and you fall over. We'll
that's not good.
deal with you in just a minute. Uh, Back to the game. This was something that happened before, right? We've just flashed back to a thing that happened before. Techie, you're about to set up. The hut shows up, as does the dealer. They hadn't heard back from Sticks, but there's a lot going on. And the dealer shows up and has the special little decks that they're getting out of their sealant to show they're a fresh deck. Among the crew that has shown up for today's game is a minor Barnaban noble by the name of Rodri. They have a bunch of like weird tattoos on their hands, and they are already drunk. And they brought a large bag of things to bet. Also, among this high stakes crew, you see her walking in, is a tall, um, scarred, but powerful looking Wookiee. She is one of the gladiators who competes just a few a hop, skip, and a jump away from here. And she carries her scars like they're jewelry. And when she comes in, she glances over at you. This is the first time you've seen her. Maybe you've seen a couple of posters, like hollows of her competing.
I think she's in one of the hollows that Techie sends to me.
Absolutely, because you don't have to let that Wookiee win. But when she looks your way, how do you react?
Um, I am taken aback and tongue-tied. Like, you see this, almost as if he would normally interact with other customers and he gruffly tells them leave and all that kind of stuff. And she comes in and he's like, you can see him like literally rock back a little bit and be like, uh, and then kind of, you know, I think he walks up to her and, you know, what are you here for? And he says this without his vocoder.
She she will respond, but her
Yeah.
eyes kind of drift down to your little Dr. Theophilus vocoder.
Yeah.
I am here for the game with the hut.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course. It's in the back room. Do you want me to take you there?
Yes.
Here. And he kind
And
of
she
escorts her.
reaches out and runs her hand along the side of your neck. And
Yeah.
maybe you think it's like an intimate touch, but you she kind of feels along the side of your neck. You've been chained.
And he kind of backs up a little bit and he's like, what's that have to do with the game?
Nothing. It has to do with you. How long?
Too long. Let's go to the back. I don't like talking about that.
There is no shame in what has been done to our people.
Certainly, but I'm free now. Did you want to play or not? As he's walking her towards the back. We have to go through the kitchen to get back there. We step behind the bar. We go through the kitchen. There's like a cargo area, with like, spices and that kind of stuff to get back there.
I am here to play.
Good. I hope you're as good at playing as you are in the arena.
I am not.
Mhm. Then why are you here?
She leans in. I am here to kill someone. What do you do?
You know this is our establishment. and we keep the peace here. So you'll have to convince us that that's okay, or there will be a problem.
It sounds as if you are laying down the law. I
Sounds
would
good.
like to see if you lay down the law in a way that she will respect.
So I think this is cool, right? And Jaw,
Yeah, you're being cool. You're trying to be cool.
yeah.
You say it's some badass stuff, so if you made a case, I wouldn't have fought you hard. But yeah, let's say you're trying to keep it cool. I like that. I think she is a person who is, I think tension's involved. I, I feel like
Okay.
she's not going to wail on you right now, but, it's going to reflect the relationship that the two of you develop.
And do you think Enforcer
Yeah, you're
comes into
100%
play here?
enforcing stuff right now. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. And do we have a name for her?
we need to give her a name.
Yeah. Um, because um it's her, I give a cart, so um I'm gonna put in a cart. So that gets me 4 dice. Let me roll those. Oh, oh, that's two. Oh, we didn't talk about difficulty.
Oh shit. I'll set it. I haven't looked at the die roller. I'm gonna say it's hard. Three. You need three successes.
Okay. I got two,
Oof,
and I got a one, which takes me down to 0.
awesome.
Yeah.
She looks at you and says, "I do what I want." And then she just continues walking. I have been here
Um,
before. I know where to go.
and he reaches out and stops her and says,
Smack.
"Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. She smacks you hard.
Yeah."
Rings your bell. It's not a thing that'll take you out, but it's a wow. That was hard.
And then continues on through the little curtain
Yeah.
into the main section. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still Googling cool names because Fancy Name Generator is not helping me. So if anyone has,
Um,
You need a Wookiee
I'll
name?
work on names if you want to go on to another
yeah,
scene.
female Wookiee name. Yeah. Yeah. So Steven's got that one.
Yeah, I got
Great.
it.
Let's pick up with Techie. So Ozra's here. The dealer has shown up. The hut is here. There's Rodri, the noble from House Barnaba, who has already told Ozra, just bring the bottle. And um, Borum is excited to have some new blood and says, and also, uh, Bodum, sorry, not Bodum, Bodum speaks in basic. Not all huts do that, but he's personable. So he introduces the Wookiee, and she comes in a few moments later. Techie, you're not in the room, but you have a view of the room. Are
Oh,
you looking through
he is in the
cameras? Oh,
room.
you are in the room. Okay, cool, cool,
He
cool.
actually
Yeah,
is in the room this
yeah,
time.
because you thought you were going to be the dealer, and then the dealer
He was hoping to be
shows
the
up,
dealer.
Sleemio that he is,
No.
and starts setting up. So
Yeah.
yeah, Techie, something's gone wrong. What do you
He's
do?
he's at that table where it says mid at top right above that there's like a little circular table.
Mm-hmm.
There's one
Mm-hmm.
on either side. He's at that table and I think he's just like slapping away on a thing and I think he sees this Wookiee woman, does not recall her from the like is she on the list or is
No, she's not on the list.
she's not on the list. I want to do some slicing and find out who the heck this is.
Excellent.
All
Cool.
right.
But you know what? I just looked at time and we should probably take a quick break. So hold that note and we'll take a break here. All right. We had stopped just in time for a roll. You are you by you, I mean Techie, you're making a roll here. Um,
Yeah, I think
did we
this is
set difficulty? I don't think we did.
we did not. No, we haven't done anything of
Okay.
mechanics wise.
Okay.
I'm thinking this is a cool tools that has to do with slicing and treasure.
I don't think tension's quite yet involved in the roll. We'll call it a normal difficulty. We'll see how things pan out.
So I believe I have 8 dice, correct?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
8d6.
86 gets a difficulty of 2. Why are we even feel bad. Why did I ask you to roll? I should have just said you get the thing. But let's see.
Well, to be fair, it got close. I got a 5, a 2, a 3, a 3, a 3, a 2, a 3, a 4. I refuse to roll in the curse placed. I posted a link earlier to another dice room if that's okay.
Okay, I did not look at this link that you've posted. Can
Oh,
you
here.
repost it?
Yes. Mm. And I can re-roll if it doesn't show up for you like the previous rolls.
I can see it. You got two successes.
Oh, which dice? Yeah. Okay. All right. Uh, excellent. Ah, sorry, I guess all up in pictures. What exactly were you hoping to get out of this roll?
I'm trying to figure out who the hell this Wookiee is.
Oh,
That,
sweet. Yeah, then I'm
that
glad
does,
I said it normal. Yeah, so this Wookiee is Dulana. She is not on the list. She is
yeah.
a gladiator of some note who is just shown up, it seems like.
Yeah, I think Techie will, yeah, pull up the tablet with him and walk over to our delightful hut friend. Uh, this lovely lady is not on our list. Do you want me to get Wump back here to
Oh,
escort her out?
no, no, no. I know who she is. Dulana. You're welcome at this table. Please have a seat. And then he points to one of the more recent arrivals and says, I'm sorry, you're going to need to compete in the tournament out there. And looks to you and says, can you escort them out?
I can
He just
arrange for that, yes. And he'll like
he
ping for
turns away from you. Like that's it.
oh, but
That's
I'm
all the
gonna
answer he wants.
I'll
He's
ping
like,
for it, but yeah, I think but excuse me, could I have one word with you over here, please? And he'll like point towards the other side as the pe other people are getting like settled and sitting.
oh, and do we think he like flies around a palanquin or wriggles around? Because they're worm dudes, right? So they have a big tail. Yeah, we'll say he will slither over to some corner. I do not appreciate interruptions. You know that the previous owners let me run this tournament as I see fit.
Mhm. And which is understandable. And I don't appreciate things that are not in play and known. You invited them here. This is a strong person. And he's like kind of keeping it to themselves, like whispering, not making a scene. Um, what are you up to?
I'm running a sabacc game. It's very simple. Pats you on the shoulders, big massive hand pats you on the shoulder.
And explain to me why a Wookiee
Go
gladiator is.
look pretty over there.
I look pretty wherever I am.
Hmm,
Uh, why is a Wookiee gladiator at your sabacc game for antiquities?
because she showed up.
This is a partnership. We're working together.
This is a cantina. There's no partnership here. I hold a sabacc game. You get lots of people to come in and buy drinks. It seems like we have a problem.
A little bit. I'm a little concerned. We don't want any trouble here. We just want a nice, easy place.
He leans in a little closer. Your red-headed friend. You like her, yes?
Friend is a strong word, but sure.
You want to see her again?
Of course I'll be seeing her again. Why wouldn't I?
You're not too smart.
Oh, downright stupid.
Jivra Meged is in my custody.
And what
She will
made you
go
feel like that
free.
was necessary?
She will go free if you keep her mouth shut, and this game happens as I wish for it to happen.
And what are you wishing for?
That is for me to know and for you to ignore.
Well, hmm, if you say so.
I do, very clearly.
That you do. And Tekio kind of deferentially step away.
Then he starts slithering back. This may be the last time we have this tournament here. I'm thinking that maybe new accommodations are needed for such an important
Cool.
tournament.
Yeah.
And
And
saying
Teki,
that to the patron, he's like ignoring you.
oh no, completely. Yeah, Teki sees this, hears this. Uh, fuck all of this noise. Teki is gonna go to take the route into his room, and is leaving them in there, and is gonna send a message to Wump. The carking hut betrayed us. Roll eyes emoji. Who would have thought they've stolen sticks?
Um, Wump is in the other, in the other room and says, replies back and says, even worse, um, they have a killer ready to take someone out.
Yeah, isn't she your favorite wrestler?
Well, yeah, but um, so we should keep an eye on it because if we don't protect our patrons, word will get out.
Yeah. I,
Um, we have
can
to
I?
find sticks.
Yes. Can I destroy the hut?
Uh, yeah, let's do it.
And we just hear like the classic like knuckle cracking like as Teki like pulls himself up to his rig set of everything. Um, and it's just like, yeah, all right, give me a second and I will get all the information we need. And Techi's gonna Techie. It's time for the information game.
Okay, sweet. So Techie's planning on attempting to slice into the information about Bodum the Hut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We'll cut away from that
Yeah.
scene
Let me see what sticks.
to Sticks. Sticks, you have um, last you remember you heard that telltale swine of a stun blast and then lost it, face hitting concrete, Duracrete. When you wake up, you your head aches. You're in some place that sounds industrial because you can hear not a ship engine, but sound of heavy machinery running, like that low thrumming noise. So you smell a lot of oil, and your hands are bound. You're seated. You're in a larger room that is extremely dark, except for a light that shines on you. There's no one immediately in your vicinity that you can tell. What do you do?
Um, Styx is gonna feel around the binders that are on her. She's not, she's been bound up before, taken to jail a few times. Trying to get a feel of if she can get out of them.
Cool. Uh, they are not binders,
Okay.
which is good news. Like legit, well-made binders are difficult to spring. Uh, it is some kind of synth rope, um, like a plastic rope kind of
Hmm.
thing, uh, coiled around in a pretty decent knot. With some
Right.
time or with a device, you could get yourself out of it. Sticks, I think maybe this isn't your first rodeo. I don't know.
Right. Um, and not that there's a whole lot, but Styx is gonna try and figure out like where is she, kind of like go through in her brain. Like, I'm in a warehouse, there's a smell of oil, there's only so many places this would be in town. I
Sure.
don't I think I'm still on Ashmorai, perhaps mistakenly. Um, but um,
Let's say it's hard. Good news
okay,
is, if you fail to know where you are, it isn't going to drain you of any cards. So,
right. Oh, not very good at this. I'm cool. I'm probably using my head. Um, let's see if there's any. Uh, oh, okay. Just for the one more die, I think she's scooting with her feet and trying to get to the edge of the light, right? Because the light makes it hard to see outside of where the light is. So get out to the edge of the circle and look out to see what's going on. That's four. Okay.
more dice.
That's the two successes,
Two
but no one.
successes. No one's. That's okay though. I don't think tension made sense where it is. Unfortunately, well, there are some commonalities, and there are probably only so many places. There are none that you're familiar enough with. So, yeah, you spend some time trying to figure out where you are, listening. Also, I assume probably not craning your head around. You don't want to draw any focus. And then you hear his voice. Sticks. Messing with a hut? And you recognize his voice immediately.
It's just the
It's
judge.
Zito. Zito Varn.
Oh,
It's Mittens.
it's Mittens.
Yeah, that's right.
What the what the crap are you doing here, Mittens?
Well, maybe the answer to that is up to you. I could be here to kill you. We don't want that though, right?
I don't want that.
Good.
I'm confused. Are you working for the Calanth or are you working for the Huts?
Working for the Caliph, working with the huts. Tomato, tomato.
Mittens, if you keep working all sides, eventually they're all around you. A little free advice.
I'm supposed to beat the hell out of you. Send a message.
Uh-huh.
So it's not personal.
I'm sure it ain't. Sticks is gonna try to flip the chair and
Uh-huh.
kick him when he gets close.
Sounds great. That sounds great. I think we'll call this a normal difficulty.
Tension
Tension is
involved.
involved because if you
Yeah.
fail to, even if you kick him, I think there's going to be repercussions. But yeah, if you sort of,
Yeah. All right. So badass beat, that's 5, and then assault for 6. Here comes all the successes.
Greg, why would you speak that into the earth? Like, why would you?
One, two, three, 4 successes, one sheb.
one Sheb, yeah. Where do you kick him? You fully succeeded. He was coming up thinking he had you dead to rights, and you wriggled free enough to angle a good solid kick.
Um, I think because her legs were probably bound too, but I think she's able to shift her weight enough that like as he gets closer to like put in a punch after like it's not personal, she shifts and gets the chair leg on the top of his foot and just leans, breaks a couple bones in his feet. Um, and she's able to like rock it and hit him in the foot. And it just pisses him off and he hits her again.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He hits her. He hits her again, and I think. Well, I don't know. Part of me wants to cut away right there,
Oh, it's
but
fine. No, but
okay,
like,
good.
yeah, and of course, Dix is like, "Is that all you got, mittens? Hit harder, you stupid failed shot boxer." He's
Nice, nice,
laying
nice.
in.
Sweet. So we'll swing back to Wump. We have Wump. You know that Julana has told you she is here to kill somebody. Bodum is here running his sabacc game. There is a minor Barnaban noble. Your gang member Styx isn't around. And I think Techie gave you the heads up that, yeah, so
Yes.
Techie's kind of in the visual, but you could extricate yourself if you wanted. But I'm curious what one wants to do.
So I think we have a couple of people here keeping an eye on things, and you know, blood before water. We need to find sticks. Um, and I don't have any way to find sticks. Sticks was out in had stepped out into the alley. I'm not going to be able to find him. Techie, I get on the horn. Techie, can you find sticks?
Oh yeah, probably, definitely, really good shot. Uh, and I'm gonna let's see. Will you let me roll to see if I have bugged sticks or with tracking?
Nah,
Just the bug.
that
No,
doesn't
that's
make
fair.
sense to me. Like
I think you'd taken them
That's
off.
right. And I
yeah, I
say
think the
bugged. I mean,
rides,
yeah, the
it
rides
was
are bugged.
established that on the hogs, yeah, but I
Can I
think
track their I want to say vocoder, which is not the word, but like their communication device.
oh yeah, you find that it's in an alley.
Yeah, so that's just in the alley. All right. I want to check like cameras, things like that.
Hmm.
and find like, the point A to point B to C to D to E, and see if I can track that.
Okay. That sounds really challenging. So let's call this carking hard. Good news is no one's going to hurt you. It's stressful, but I think no one's going to hurt you for it. So tension is not involved, but you'll need four successes.
Cool. All right. Um, so I think, is this cool or badass? I think,
Feels cool.
yeah, it feels cool. Tools. And then and slicing.
Yeah, you're definitely slicing. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
slicing into
two,
a bunch
six,
of.
seven.
I think the risk here is that you're going to have to slice into the systems of the other people have for their cameras. Like you're cutting
Yeah,
into a bunch of folks like close. You're
stuff.
maybe going into the imp uh, secure section. So being
Could
discovered is the risk here.
yeah, could I throw some bribing inspectors into it? Like, can I send like a link to case and be like, hey, and spend like well, I guess we don't have a cred spend system, do we?
We do not.
Yeah. All right. So I think this is just seven.
Okay,
And Kark gets me an additional dice, or
that's right. Card gives you an additional die.
and I need to get five.
You need four for the
Four.
difficulty of carking hard. I did not say it's Inga Bunga. Maybe I should have, but I did not.
Hmm. But there's no I won't lose Karks on this roll because there's no t or there is there.
Correct.
All right, so it's worth giving it a shot, I guess. What do you guys think?
Save your carks if you're going after a hut.
Yeah, I'm gonna save the Karks for the hut. I think I'm just gonna roll
Okay.
the seven. What do you say? That's a D20. No, thank you. That's not what I meant. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Close, but no cigar.
Okay.
No ones either, though. So yeah, it's just two successes.
Sweet. Dope. You spend some time uh searching around. Um, you end up having to delve into a bunch of different systems. It takes time, like hours pass. The sabacc game starts to happen. Um,
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's gone. It's partway through, and then Techie's like, I can't trace this and do other things. Styx can handle herself. Not
And
saying don't do your thing, but I don't have much of a lead in terms of where to go.
so I think Wump's going to wander around and try and find this on his own. After a little while, I think once Tiki tells him that, he's like, "Yeah, we're not getting anywhere. There's nothing I can do to help Sticks out. I wish there was." Um, and I'm going to head back to the back room.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, and right now, Techie is in the back. Are you behind the curtain in the cockpit area? Are you sitting in
Exactly.
the? Oh, you are.
Yeah, but I,
Then
I
I'm
do have
gonna.
a camera. There's like a very clear camera that I can like I have view of the room and such. But as soon as it was clear, like something bad physically is probably going down in this room, Techie was like, I should not be in this room.
And I think Wump's gonna go back into the room where the high roller table is to keep an eye on that. I think there's a little bit of a disturbance out in the main bar area. He tosses someone out angrily. Everyone else kind of steps back in line. He grabs his weapon and heads back to the main section, the main table, the high roller table in the back. And he's going to keep an eye on Dulana.
Awesome. Uh, you go, Techie's been working for a bit. You throw someone out. When you come back, the moment you step into the back room, Techie, you maybe were distracted for a moment. You'll be brought in at this moment as well because Dulana speaks Chiriwok. She doesn't. She's a Truckle basic. You learn to understand her, is her opinion of the world. And she is just lost a big hand. And the guy beside Rodri, this Rhodian, uh, laughs as he reaches to pull in a whole big bunch of credits. He just kind of did a run, and he's not laughing at Dulana, but you see, well, you know Wookie, like you see the tension, and she starts to stand up, and she says very clearly in Chiriwok, "You cheated." And the Rhodian looks up.
And Wump levels his blaster. Says, "Prove it."
So do you level your blaster at Dulana?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Just, hey, if there's something going on here, we'll take care of it. You let us settle it.
She looks at you and says, "Hmm, disappointing." This one, he holds cards. And the Rhodian says, and you can see he's got sleeves and everything, but he says, "Not holding any cards. I don't have any cards. I don't know what's going on. I can barely understand what you people are saying. This is a very serious accusation," is what Bodum says. "Very serious. You saw something, Dulana?" Dulana says, "Yes." And this one points to you. "Wants proof. Saying my word is not good." Bodum says, "Hmm. Well, the rules are clear. An accusation has been made. We have two choices. Either a duel happens, or the two of you have to step out of the game." Dulana says, "Duel?" And the Rhodian says, "No, I'll step out. I will step out." And he reaches down for the credits, and Bodum says, "No, you do not get the credits. No duel. Winner of the duel gets the credits." Rhodian says,
Um, I step up and grab a hold of the Rhodian by the back of his tunic or whatever it is and pick him up. And I'm like, "You're out. You're no longer here." And I walk back through the kitchen to toss him out.
"Okay." Uh, Dulana is following you.
Great. So whenever we get out in the alley, I think I strip him down. I rip off his shirt, like rip off his sleeves and stuff like that, looking for cheating equipment.
Uh huh. Uh
And
huh.
I'm a little bit rough about it.
He does not want that to happen.
Great,
Uh,
great.
so let's see how you man him. The risk is that he's going to pull out a holdout blaster
Yeah.
and and get away from you or shoot you. So I'm going to say tension's involved in the role
Okay.
because that's what he's going to do. You reach, you start to grab for something, he's going to try to whip out this little holdout blaster. So we're going to say it's hard. Tension's involved. It's not impossible. He is just a little Rodian. You are a big honking Wookiee. So you'll need three successes.
Okay. So I think I started out cool, but if he resists, like I said, I'm manhandling him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get rougher and rougher. So I think that's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Hands. Um, and I think Enforcer definitely comes into play. And I have um robbery and vandalism and all that kind of stuff where I'm, trying to figure out what's going on with him. So I think that's 8 dice.
Okay.
Let's see
Nice.
what that does. Oh, and I am sitting at 0 carks. So one more thing and it takes me out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So, yep.
You'll need it.
And oh, no ones.
Hey! One,
And I three
two,
C's, three successes.
exactly three. Amazing. So I think that the holdout blaster goes off just near you,
Mhm.
and you manhandle him as Dulana comes up, as she just crosses her arms. She's not going to stop you. You're in the a back alley, like you took him
Yeah.
out. Okay,
I think
cool,
we took him out in the alley that we saw earlier where Six was.
cool, like that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, I did Sticks like wait that long for the dealer, or did you go out? Was it in the back alley, like right outside of this place?
No, I don't think it was right outside. I
Okay,
think it
okay,
Oh,
was,
okay.
I'm
yeah,
sorry, I
yeah, yeah.
misunderstood.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's in an alley nearby. You can hear the lake. Noises of the lake outside. The holdout blaster goes out. Ooh, that quick pew sound, and sure
Um,
enough, oh, sorry.
as soon as he tries to shoot me, I'm sorry, go ahead, please.
No, no. As soon as he tries to shoot you,
I smash him, right? I'm gonna stomp him to the curb.
okay, yeah, that
Yeah.
he goes down. Like you
Yeah.
wail on him, and sure enough, you find not in his wrist, but you find this little spring-loaded thing he's got to whip out cards that he was showing nothing up my sleeves because it was further up. He was cheating, and you find it.
Oh, and Dulana's right here.
Yes.
I turn to her and I say, um, your honor has been besmirched. He's yours. He's yours if you want him.
And then she raises a foot and smashes his head a couple of times, and he dies.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even look like she knows where he is. She just stomps it once,
Yeah.
second time, grinds it, and is looking at you.
And I nod and turn to walk back in.
She puts a hand on your shoulder.
Oh. And I turn around and I say,
She
am I the
shoves
one
you
you're
into
looking
the
for?
wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she kisses you.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, Techie,
I ship it so hard. Um,
Bowden, Bodum, gets the game going back up. He tells Ozra to gather up the stuff that the rodeo was should have won and gets the game going back on. You get a ping on the cams.
hmm.
You see sticks. Someone just dumped sticks in an alley.
Hmm.
She's not
I mean,
moving.
yeah, immediately. Wump, we have a situation. Sticks just got dumped at
I'm busy. I'm busy right now.
uh not busy enough to go not grab sticks. They're not moving.
Uh, you know where Six is?
Yeah, I'll like send the location over where they were
Yeah,
dropped.
drop a ping.
And I think I step
They're
away
across the damn bridge, you know.
and I tell Duana, I gotta go. Can't
Mm,
catch a break. Um, you want to come with me?
yes.
Okay. I still don't know if you're here to kill me or not. Let's go figure it out.
Nice. So you ride off on the your swoop bike. It is low to the ground, man. You got two Wookiees on that hog. Uh, but you guys zip along. Go. We have that kind of wide shot of you riding over the bridge, over the dam, right? And you can see the water pouring underneath you, and there are a bunch of little rickshaw and stands and the like. You just zip through that, the two of you, and there are people who recognize Dulana and they're like call out, wave. She doesn't play the celebrity on a parade float. She's got her game face on, but it's a very different reaction to people seeing her versus people seeing you.
Yeah. And along the way, I said, she's waving, or she's not waving, but people are waving to her, and I'm like, we shouldn't be drawing this much attention. This is probably a setup.
Hmm.
They're gonna they're gonna hit us whenever we get there. So be ready.
I am ready. Then you pull into a back alley. There's this, it's not even a populated area. It's actually some, sorry, need to glance at map. It is in like 515, excuse me, 5156 around that area.
Oh yeah.
And you hop off the bike. Dulana slides off the bike behind you. When you head up to Styx, you see she's not dead. She's breathing, and you discover that she's lost something. And so this is where I will ask Styx, before you were dumped alive, Mints took something from you to remind you of this moment. What was it?
Um, Thinking he either took. I mean, are you looking for something really brutal? Or are you looking for something?
It's completely in your hands. It could be an item that is precious to you. It could be a part of you. I want you to tell me what matters a lot to Sticks.
I think Mittens took my jacket.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that bastard.
That's
And
pretty
like,
fly jacket. Sticks
it's a
all
pretty.
wears it everywhere.
I'm gonna have
And
to figure out a way
Well,
to edit that picture. Yeah,
and it's got your colors on it,
the
right? It's got
that's
patch.
your
your
Yeah,
cut.
right.
Oh,
Yeah, it took
yeah,
my colors.
shnikey. Wow, that's way more. Yeah, that's your cut.
yeah.
That's got everything on it.
So I walk up, I stop for a second. I have to check to see if it's you because you're always wearing that. And I think I grab you by the belt and I pick you up, throw you over my shoulder, and I'm going to head back to the bike. You know, nod to Dulana.
I'll find my own way home. I've killed who I
Those,
No.
wanted to kill tonight.
those the other Wookiees. Who's the what? I was seeing two wumps. I'm seeing two wumps.
Oh, and I think I walk over to Dulana and I lean forward and we do that little forehead bump thing.
Nice.
And I'm like, we have business later.
Hmm.
Thank you. And I get on the bike and I head off. Oh, even better. I toss her my communicator so she can get in touch with me. And I say, that's so you can call a ride.
I think Styx gets on the bike and like grabs Wump around the midsection, right? Like that's the yeah. And let's just be like, oh, I'm so glad to see you, pal. So glad to see you. Stupid Kirk and Mittens.
I'm not real happy to see you, Sticks. I mean, I'm glad you're here, but you don't know. So, and then I head back to the cantina to, yeah.
I think that's it. I like the you don't know, you don't know. I think that is where we bring things to a close for the session. Good stuff. Okay, at the end of each session, we every ride that's a game session, the entire table of GM and players discuss the following questions. Did you clash with someone who threatened your people? Yeah, you tried. Like the hut was gonna cause trouble and you clashed with them.
Yep.
Did you add to the legend of your gang? Hmm. What do you guys think?
I
Does
don't know.
it is there any benefit that it looks to us like we took over the cantina? Is there any benefit that we, you know,
Sure. I'm
picked
amenable
up
to that.
things
No.
with Bodon?
What I'm
We
sorry.
also,
Kate, what did
oh,
you
sorry.
say?
Like I said, we also kind of held the line a bit in the sense that Wump was like, no, this is how we meter out justice in our established, or like, check things, like this is a place that runs this way. We're not just going to let you do that. I'm going to take him outside and I'm going to check him.
Yeah, I like that. That feels good. Excellent. And then our last question for the group. Did you have a conflict with a rival or the law? It turns out you turned out ended up with a conflict with the rival. I guess.
Yeah.
You avoided the conflict with the law.
It would have been a beatdown if Styx hadn't jumped in with the chair and that made it a conflict, right?
Mm.
Indeed. All right, then that's 3 XP, yeah. I will give 3 XP to Crash as well. Now we'll go. I'll start with Techie. Techie, this is a question that can get you a 2 carks. Did you support another member of the gang when they needed you?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
I
so
think
too.
I disseminated the informations and got people in the places they needed to be.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and regain 2 carks. Sticks, did you support another member of the gang when they needed you?
I don't know if I did.
Feel like you wanted to. That's the whole
Oh,
reason you went
yeah,
to take out the dealer is to so
right.
that.
Was to try and do something for the gang. But yeah,
And you paid for it a lot. Yeah.
So
okay,
I think so.
okay. I'll take two.
Wump, did you support another member of the gang when they needed you?
I think so.
Yeah, even though you didn't wanna.
You could have stayed
No.
smooching.
Okay. Well then that will bring that section to a close. And boom. There's a new pick for Sticks up. Sorry, I just had to do that. Sorry. No, I'm rubbing salt in the wounds. But okay. Cool. Let's
Pass me that when you get a chance so that I can redo my background until I get my jacket back.
yeah, I'll send it to you in the Discord. There you go. Boom. All right. Let's hit our stars and wishes. Let's look and see. Did we grant any wishes? Mittens didn't die. Um, oh, you didn't get your light foil either. Dang, man, you lost your light foil and your cut. Oh. Didn't have Crash brag about slicing adventures. Dang it. Baroness Black Ops site. Man, we missed out on a whole lot of wishes stuff. We'll do it next time. So let's talk about session 7 wishes. We start with wishes, so we can end with stars. Who has wishes?
Uh, we need bonding scenes. We need bonding scenes bad. We're all gonna die. We've all repeatedly hit
Yeah.
0 carks. We need bonding scenes. Um,
Agreed. I struggled a little bit with that. Like the reason I took the Rodian out into the alley was to do Duracrete justice. Um, but that's difficult because it flowed into the narrative of the scene, right? It was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to do this thing, so it didn't feel right at that point. So it's hard to pick out those scenes. I think bonding scenes are better. I think we'll. How about we should have a bonding scene between Styx and Wump after you get back.
yeah,
And
Yeah. In fact,
hopefully
we
Techie
could even do that on the or when you get back. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
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 and hopefully Techie and Crash can have a bonding scene about their slicing stuff, about how they found sticks.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Good. Good
And then
suggestion.
other wishes, I would love to more directly clash with the Calanth group. They've sort of been on the outside. Styx has been working for a Calanth group, but I'd love to push that rivalry a little bit more. I think we have all the reasons to do it. They seem to be working with the Huts now, but or at least Mittens is. So yeah, maybe
Good.
they're sick of his shit. Maybe we can just get them to turn on him.
There you go. Good.
Um, Wishes. One, I demand more Wump Dulana. I demand it. I thought that was great. I liked that a lot. Um, my other wish is I want Techie to fuck up this goddamn hut. Like, how dare you come into our place and just no, I'm going to ruin you.
Cool. He is definitely hateable. It's a punchable hut. I like it. Also, Kay, you went last with wishes. You get to go first with stars. Did you have any stars?
No, 0 stars. Everyone was terrible. Yeah, obviously stars. Fucking the whole Dulana Wump thing, the way it all played out, like the oh that's a shame. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that, and then the beat down on the Rhodian, and then the shove up against the wall. I was like, yes, this is perfect. I love it. Absolute 12 out of 10. I like that you brought some of that into the session today, Rich. Additionally, like I'm just like, yeah, no, Techie needs a sticker that says, I don't know if you're flirting with me. You need to tell me. Like, he's such a pretty man, as our hut told us, but he just has not good social awareness. He is not a, yeah. So that was super funny. And I like the riding idea. Also, the Greg, the sticks. Polono doesn't know we're a gang. Like, that is just so fucking perfect. I enjoy that greatly. It fits the character, and it's just such like a fun little antidote. Bringing out mittens. As soon as you started talking, I was like, mittens! And that just revved me with energy. And I was like, oh, mittens, motherfucking mittens. I
I've got a lot
continue to,
of juice out of mittens. I know.
yeah,
I
you
know
got a lot.
mittens can't go there forever, but it just seemed appropriate
Listen,
right
use them
now.
while you got them.
Yeah.
And yeah, Stephen Wump was great. The push up, the Wump was like, I can't do this. No, I'm busy. And then Techie being like, no, actually, it's kind of, it's like, "Mrr." But then you brought her with, and I thought that was such a cool choice. Um, yeah, obviously, Womp Womp sticks. Fingers crossed, Greg, that sticks will stop being a punching bag. The dice just be dicing sometimes. But yeah, lots of just really great twists and turns, like especially a session where we were kind of like down half the party, and additionally, after having skipped a week, I think you really brought it back very well, Rich. And
Yay.
is game again now? Is game again
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Then let's jump to Steven. Did you have any stars still left out there?
Yeah. Um, I I kind of didn't expect it to be Mittens, and whenever Mittens came out, I love that Greg, you like, I'm gonna hit this guy. He might beat me to crap, but I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna mess him up. I'm like, that was amazing. That was really good. I'm like, come on, you can't do that. It'll take you out. No, it was good. Yeah.
It
Um,
was definitely like spit in the face of your doom kind of moment that I just loved. Very Viking. I loved it.
and I also like your choice that he took your jacket, right?
That was cool.
That's very good. Um, and I enjoyed how Techie was like, "Oh no, we're going to go after this hut, and we're going to take care of this stuff. I'm going to do whatever I can." Like that's a big ask. We'll see where we go. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And then Greg, did you have any last stars out there?
Yeah, star to you, Rich. I liked the troubles add to the business or problems. Looking forward to writing more of those for some of the other options. I think they're interesting. Um, and then thank you, Lump, for giving up on your new girlfriend to come save Sticks. Appreciate it. Um, and I did enjoy um, Techie trying to mess with the hut. Techie doesn't know when to stop, which is kind of amusing to me, and it gets the rest of us in trouble, which is amusing too. Um, yeah, I'm also looking forward to, as this is back to Wish territory momentarily, but I'm looking forward to seeing uh Crash and our lovely VP Fade deal with the change of business too. Looking forward to that part of it. So
And dealing with the huts.
yeah,
I want to add on to what Greg said about the problems. If you notice, the problems are very evocative and they provided hooks. And like our session was all about one of the problems that was chosen. So those were very good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Um,
Mhm.
that's exciting to hear. I really appreciate it. Awesome. This was super fun. Thank you all so much. Look forward to another session next week. We'll see how things go for our beloved gang. With that,
Thank
we'll
you.
stop the recording.
Okay.